Awesome. All right. Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name is Jana and I'll be hosting majority of the event tonight. We're super excited because we've got two wonderful girls, just get rid of that screen, launching their businesses tonight. We've got a couple of our other team just going to jump on and share some of their amazing results that they've got from our program and our product. And also a couple that are going to share about the business. We love getting on to these sort of events and just sharing with people what we're about and what we do. We love it, and it's fun, and it's a great way to share it because it's just how we do business. We don't sort of do direct selling or anything. We just, share as much as we can with people that we love and care about. So if you've been invited tonight, it's purely because someone's thought about you enough to invite you along. For our two girls, Maddie and Melissa, who are launching tonight, super excited to get this on the way, and hopefully you'll get something out of it tonight. So for me, this business came into my life 15 months ago now. It's flying by. I was working full-time. I was a public servant, so in my government job, I'd been in that for 12 years. And I had just returned back to work on promotion from the Defence to Department of Human Services, and was for the first time in my life hating my job. Just too many responsibilities between being a mum, looking after the household and my new job. So I was actually researching the product and the program at the time, and the opportunity came up, and I put my hand up, and I guess fast forward 15 months, I now get to stay at home with my kids, which I never even considered or dreamt would be possible. So it's really exciting because I get to do the drop-offs for kinder. I get to spend that amazing time with my little people while they are little, and still have an income. So I'm going to jump straight into it, what we're all about. We're going to work on the program and the product a little bit, hear from the girls, and then we're going to share a little bit about the business. So we're really fortunate enough that we come under an amazing team that created what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. So it's a family-friendly whole foods program and lifestyle program. It's not a strict diet. There's no counting calories. It's deprivation-free. We've got over 250 odd whole food recipes. So it's all those things that we normally crave and are wanting in a family household, but it's the healthy version of it. A team of people we helped build the program, but it was headed by a wonderful lady called Kira Westwick. She's a stay-at-home mum of two beautiful girls, and she's also a nutritionist. She just loves whole foods, and she loves cooking, and she loves sharing it. So we've got over 5 ebooks at the moment, and with every customer that sort of comes on board with us, we get to share that program with them for free, and they get to be part of it for life. So you get to be part of a private group, you get that support, you get inspiration, you get motivated. We're constantly adding more recipes to the program and sharing other ones from other avenues. And it's fun, and it's great. You get to be on a community and on this journey with other people, like-minded people that are doing the same thing as you, which is truly amazing. And we can get them printed. So this is our main guide, our first edition, and it's got some amazing recipes. They're all really easy to do. So the idea is that you can get the kids in the kitchen with you, and they start to build on their skills of creating a healthy lifestyle within the house and wanting that rainbow effect in all their meals. Instructions are easy, ingredients are easy. It's just one small change a day here and there to help those families have a long-term healthier lifestyle rather than a short-term one. We've got a detox, we've got a cleanse as well in there. We've got some amazing things like an 8-week shred for those people that really need a kick in the butt to get moving. We've got a winter wellness program that we're doing at the moment. And then we've got some yummy treats because chocolate is definitely a part of our lifestyle. So there's some yummy chocolate treats in there for everybody as well. So that's pretty much our program in a nutshell. And it was built in conjunction with our whole foods product, and our team comes under what we call Juice Plus. All right, and I know when I say Juice Plus to a lot of people, they straight away think, oh, they're going to be drinking a whole lot of juices, but it's not like that at all. So Juice Plus, the company itself, has been around for over 47 years, but the product itself has been around for 27. All right, so it's not a fad. It's not something that's new and it's just come in and it's just all the, the rave at the moment. We've got over 26 years worth of results, and we've got over 36 peer-reviewed scientific journals on our hero product, which I'm going to talk about now, which is our premium capsules. And these peer-reviewed scientific journals aren't something you can actually pay to get that stamp on them. We do support the studies and the science behind it, but to get that seal on it is truly amazing. I think if you were to look at, which we don't, which I never did in the past, when we look at our other supplements or multivitamins and so forth, that, you might see that they might have one study on them here and there, but we've got over 36, and we're a part of one here in Australia at the moment as well, which is truly amazing. And we can read those and have a look at them at any time, which I think is hands down like the best part about Juice Plus. So our hero product is our trio of capsules, and literally what these are whole foods in a capsule. And even the label itself on them, you don't need to have any science degrees to read it. It literally lists the food that's in there. So we come under whole foods when it comes to Australian standards. We don't come under diet, we don't come under supplements, we come under whole foods. So for instance, the fruit blend of the capsules has apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry and date. I know all of those. I can't get them in my diet every day, but it's great to know that they're in the fruit capsule. All right. So, Juice Plus is designed to bridge the gap in your diet or enhance an already good diet. It's not designed to replace one, but, it's definitely there for those people that really can't take the product. So when I found it, I was literally looking for my husband. He can only eat meat and potato. Any crunch or any sort of soggy vegetable, and he literally gags. So I was really wanting something to bridge a huge gap in his diet. I was looking at multivitamins, all different supplements to help him there, and I came across this. All right, and so the fruits and vegetables that we are eating on a day-to-day basis, government suggests we should be doing 2 to 5, but science is suggesting we should be more along the lines of 9 to 11. All right, and look, we'll make this a little bit of a group thing as well. I guess I can see a few of you on the screen. Hands up, who here can do 9 to 11 fruits and vegetables every day? Not me, that's for sure. And I love, working quite hard on trying to get that into me and my kids anyway on a day-to-day basis, but there's no way that I can do that every day. Not every day is perfect, that's for sure. So knowing that we can get that through Juice Plus is amazing. So the fruits and vegetables that we are getting into our diet, that we're purchasing from the supermarkets or the greengrocer, they're literally picked well before their prime ripening. They're probably grown in deprivated soil, and then they're popped on a vehicle of some sort, whether it be a truck, a boat, a plane, with different chemicals and waxes to keep their colour, to keep their shape, and then we purchase them 1 to 2 weeks later. And then if they're also vegetables, we're cooking them. So actually losing half the nutrients in them before we actually get them. And if you compare it to an apple even, an apple from when my grandparents were eating it to me eating them now, the levels of the nutrients and the phytonutrients in it back when they were eating it is so much less than what it is now. And that's what I love also about Juice Plus is our fruits and vegetables are are grown purely for our products. Okay, so they're GMO free, no sprays on them. They're literally left on the vine until they're at their absolute peak ripening level. All right, they're taken into our factories where they are cleaned, washed, where they are juiced and pulped. Incidentally, the sugar is removed, so that's great because the idea of getting sugar from a variety of 27 fruits and vegetables every day could be a little bit harming as well. So juiced, pulped, and then they are slowly dried at a temperature which keeps all those nutrients, all those phytonutrients, all those micronutrients, and those live enzymes are all still intact. And we know that because if we were to break the capsule open and leave it on the bench or add a little bit of water, it is going to still grow mold on it because it's still got live enzymes in there. So then it's capsulated into our vegan vegetarian capsule. So our capsule is plant-based as well. We swallow that, and literally within 3 to 7 minutes, depending on our absorption rates, we're all different in how we absorb nutrition. it's in our bloodstream and it's doing what it needs to do. And what I mean by that also is when we're taking our normal vitamins and supplements, because they're full of so many synthetic and artificial ingredients, our body doesn't recognize them. So you might have noticed this in the past. You would have had that dehydrated disco orange wee that that you might have thought you were all dehydrated and kept drinking more water, but it's actually your body excreting the ingredients that it doesn't recognize. Because Juice Plus is all whole foods, no synthetic, no artificial ingredients, it stays in your body and does what it needs to do. Again, amazing. Also on the label, there's no warning labels. This is perfectly safe whether you're pregnant, breastfeeding, older Australian, younger Australian. I should have stopped saying Australian, because we can share this product with in over 26 countries around the world. So another thing that's amazing, I guess, the biggest thing, when you're filling or, getting this sort of nutrients at this level into your body every day, what it does is like attracts like, all right? So the more you put into your body of this good fruits and vegetables, the more you're going to crave more of it, okay? So it's the same as if you are eating lots of salty chips and lots of lollies or lots of greasy food, you're just going to crave more of it. So by flooding your body with this on a daily basis, you start to crave that good stuff, which is great, and more of that rainbow. So you're going for the crisp bar or for the fruit bowl instead of the pantry or the takeaway venues, I guess. So that's really our main product in a nutshell. And like I said, we're part of one of those health studies at the moment, and Juice Plus is a company with a heart, we like to say. And a part of that study means that we can sponsor one of our children between the ages of 4 and 18 for free. It doesn't mean that your younger children or your older children can't have this product. It's just that's the study age level. And they can either have the chews, so the fruit and vegetable capsules in a chew form joined with all natural tapioca, or they can have the fruit and vegetable capsules. So they're just a yummy little fruit chew, and what that gives your child is a variety of 17 fruits and vegetables every day. Look, I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and there's no way that I could do that 9 to 11 with them every day. Definitely not, because they change their minds every day what they like and what they're going to eat and what they're going to throw out of their plate. So knowing that they like these chews and that they're getting them into their little bodies every day is a huge blessing. Huge results in the study already with sleep, psoriasis and eczema, a huge one. Craveability, so they're wanting to eat more and they're having less of those naughty things, soft drinks, juices. They're all going for the crisper, or they're all wanting to, get right into the program and help create that rainbow effect. Lots of lots of better tummy health. Kids are getting more regular. So lots of amazing things there. But I think for parents, it's a huge stress trying to get those nutrients into their little people. So knowing that there's something available for them. And again, in comparison to what you can buy in the chemist and the supermarket, this is just whole foods. So you're getting an awesome variety into their little bodies. It even helps with gum development and things like that too. Some really odd things in there as well. But, I know what I used to give my little people with those chews, and there was just so much sugar and synthetic ingredients in them. I'm not sure what benefit they were really getting out of them. So that's our chews. And our other product is, so we talk about our capsules that they're the micronutrition. So that's the oil in the engine that keeps everything ticking over smoothly. Our last product is our macronutrition. So this is the fuel in the engine. So this is good fuel to keep you going, to keep you running all day. They weren't designed to be a meal supplement, but if you've got weight to lose, and these can definitely help with that. And if you add the right things, they're an absolutely yummy smoothie on their own. But if I tend to make them in the morning or after the gym, because I'm in the gym most days, and I need that pre or post workout. And this is amazing because, again, it's got over 30 whole foods in it. Okay, and it's got amazing stuff in there. So just going back to this capsule too, the veggie one, it's got kale in it. It's over 26 old. Everyone's raving about kale like it's the new vegetable that we all need to be eating. Juice Plus knew about this over 30 odd years ago when they were creating this, their products, and it's been in there. And back to the powders, you've got things in there like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, chickpea, quinoa, millet, mushroom powder, yucca. Mushroom powder obviously gives you the vitamin D. You can only get that in a few places, which is great. We've got some complex vitamin Bs in there, one being niacin. niacin is an amazing mood balancer. So if people suffer from depression or anxiety, between that vitamin B complex and the extra energy from the capsules, lots of people are having massive results with anxiety and depression, which is amazing, especially with it being so common nowadays. So they come in two amazing flavours, chocolate and vanilla. They make any green smoothie taste good. Like I said, me and my little one, especially my youngest, we have one of these most mornings. So those plus his chews, he's getting a variety of over 40 plant-based ingredients in his little tummy before he's even started his day. We like to make them frozen as well, so they're constantly having them as icy poles, but we've got some amazing recipes in the program which also add these in. So that's pretty much our program and our product in a nutshell. I'm just going to find a couple of our girls now, and they're going to share a few of their results. So obviously inflammation is different in everybody, okay? So someone's results aren't necessarily going to be the same for the next person. But it's so amazing to hear all these different results and how they come to us. So I'm just going to see who's on. What do we got? Let's see, Carla. Who's there? She's doing. Where are the other girls gone? Where's Kathy? Kathy, can you hear me? Are you still there? She might not be. That's all right. I think everyone else might be too. Oh, you're here. Do you mind sharing your product story? I know you're jet lagged and you've just got back.
Yeah, that's all right. Hang on, I'll just run in the other room.
Thank you.
Hang on.
So Kath's just got back from the UK.
Can you hear me?
I can see you as well. Yep, go for it. I'll just spotlight you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I look awful. So product story, did you say?
Yeah, product. So where when Juice Plus came into your life, what results have you had? Because you've been on it for quite some time, which is awesome. And why do you love sharing it?
Yeah, sure. So I started, gosh, it would be 2 years ago now. I originally just had my daughter. She was 9 months old at the time, and I just was a yo-yo dieter. I binged on chocolate, and then I'd be like, oh, I'll go for a nice long walk, and that would burn it off. But it was just a catch-22. And at the time, I was really tired. I was anemic still, and I was really trying to find something that would guide me into better health and wellness. And my friend who was suffering with depression the year before, she suddenly was posting on Facebook feeling great, had loads of energy, was really positive, and I thought, what is she doing? I need some of this, because I was just feeling rubbish. So I messaged her and she explained all about the products, and so I did a lot of research because my mum was very adamant not to try diet pills or anything like that, and obviously I was wanting to lose weight but in a healthy way. And so I had a real good look at it, and you couldn't fault it. And the fact that you can give it to kids, you can breastfeed with it, and you can be pregnant and take the products, sold it for me. So I instantly tried it. Within the first 2 months, I'd lost 11 kilos, which was huge. I felt amazing. It probably took me 3 months to feel most of the benefits, but within a month I had so much more energy. Around the 3-month mark, I went to the doctors and I was told that I no longer had to take iron tablets, and I was also on vitamin D tablets, and I no longer needed them either, which was awesome. So obviously saving money, not having to pay for medications anymore, just by a simple fruit and veg in a capsule. And yeah, so the other thing that I noticed that I was so surprised about, which I never really thought much of because I was so used to it, but when I was 16, I started my periods quite late. And from then on, I would have one every 3 to 4 months. So I'd skip a lot. And so being the fact that I was so used to it, I never really thought much of it until I started the capsules, and I had one every single month without fail. It was on the dot as well, and I could not believe it. And within 4 months, I fell pregnant, which, although I'd had my first, it's quite hard for me to fall pregnant. I've had a lot of scans and internal scans, and they did say that I may not be able to have kids. So to fall pregnant so quick and easy was just insane. So yeah, that's my product story really. Couldn't be without them. They've changed my life. And my partner was diagnosed, well, not diagnosed, but he was told he's got really high blood pressure for his age and he's 30. And so being on the capsules, I made him take them religiously every day, and he's now absolutely fine. No high blood pressure at all. So yeah, thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for jumping on. I even know you're all jet lagged, but you still look amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Cool. I think I'll just chuck in. So it comes with my kids as well. I wasn't maybe even for me, I jumped on the product just so my husband would take his. I thought I was eating well enough that I didn't really need it, to tell you the truth. But I was really quite surprised. I used to get quite bad acne around my mouth. And I had, I think, lots of little sort of detox in the first 4 months, and then I've had nothing since with my skin. The other 2 things that came for me was energy. I had a baby that I'd just done sleep school with, and I was absolutely exhausted going back to work, so the energy was just amazing. And the other thing was I've got a bulge disc at my L5, which causes a sciatic nerve all down my left side. And that was ongoing all day, every day. And that was probably half the reason why I was tired, to be honest. And it stopped, and I didn't even notice that it had stopped. Someone asked me sort of 4 or 5 months into taking the product how my back was going, because I've also got a really bad ab separation from having children. So my back was, would have a lot of the work all the time. And I said, oh my God, it stopped. I hadn't even noticed. So I've had lots of inflammation, being that I've always played so much sport, whether it be my knees or my back. And I had really, honestly, had no aches and pains. I'm in the gym every day. I'm, out with my kids flat out all the time, doing all sorts of things. And I've got them, they're boys, so they want to do stupid stuff. So it's not stupid stuff, it's fun stuff. But, maybe some things that my body isn't quite up to doing anymore. But I think the biggest thing for us, and why we will be on Juice Plus forever, is both my little boys suffered from croup, so from baby asthma. From a very early age, my oldest having it the worst, and we were in and out of hospital literally every 3 weeks. GP visits, he was on steroid medication, preventative and asthma pump 4 months in. I won't go straight to the 4 months, but every cold, so it'd be a vicious cycle. I'd get him better. And then we would get him back into childcare. He'd pick up the next cold, and by the next day it'd be croup. I'd be back into the doctors getting the steroid medication. We'd be back into the hospital that following night, and then we'd be doing the whole thing again. And he got pneumonia twice throughout it as well. So and you're up all night holding them up straight so they can breathe, and just deciding if you're going to go back to hospital again. It's such a scary, horrible thing. But literally at 4 months in, that it had stopped, and they haven't had a cold or croup, no sign of croup at all now for 11 months. And that was huge, because me and Luke were absolutely exhausted. We were drained. We were, scared all the time that they're going to pick it up again, and we're going to go through this same process. So that was the biggest thing with the kids. Obviously, their concentration level for the 4-year-old is much better. His eating was pretty good at before, but now it's just immaculate. I can ask him for what we're going to have for dinner or for lunch, and I know he's going to give me a good answer. I just laugh when my husband asks him, because he's always expecting him to say something really bad, but he'll list the fruit and vegetables that he wants in his dinner, and I'll just go, yep, you're amazing, buddy. But that's literally a little bit about, our results with the product as well. Like I said, it's different for everybody. We all have inflammation differently, and our bodies all, use the fruit and vegetables and those nutrients differently. I'm just going to start a little bit about our structure, and a few of those little queries that people have at the beginning about what we do and how we do it, and then I'm going to get our 2 launchees to share. So I guess when we come into this business, a lot of people query the structure. And it does look somewhat like a pyramid structure, but I like to compare it to traditional business, because I have worked all my life. I've worked since I was 14 years old while doing, school and study, and And I only know it that way. My parents worked traditional business. They worked all their, way up to retirement. They didn't really set themselves up fantastically for retirement. But, I think I was in that path, just following in their footsteps, thinking I'd have to work till I was 60, 70 years old. And that's, for somebody else, and work their hours, take leave when they told me. But it's just not the case anymore. So when we like to share this, we try to refer to something that we all sort of understand, and maybe just our, where we go shopping, for instance, so Safeway, Woolworths, depending on where you are in Australia, they'd have their CEO, all right? And then we know all these lovely people down the bottom, all our checkout chicks and gentlemen that, tend to our every need every time we go do our shopping and pop through our shopping. But in saying that, how long are they going to have jobs for? Are you noticing now that, there's less and less people working on the tellers, and there's more of the machines now? You're just self-checking out your items yourself. So these positions here that they, originally their starting positions are getting less and less and less. And then the opportunity for them to come up in these levels. So the CEO is the top one, then there's probably the board of directors, state managers, area managers, store managers. Then there's probably, deli manager, bakery manager, and whatnot. But for these guys who are left down the bottom, when they want to apply for these positions up here in the middle sort of ranks or whatever, they've got to apply against their friends, against their buddies, and probably against some external people wanting to come in as well. So they could be there 5, 10, 20 years before they get to win this position, but they feel a bit bad because they've won it over Jim and Sally and whatnot, and they're a bit cranky with them because they've won it. But what they've also gained in this middle level, and this is where I was with the defence and with my job, is I was doing huge hours for a little bit more money, but I was taking a lot of work home with me, and I was stressed, and I was getting so run down. And I couldn't take leave when I wanted. I'd have to, put in permission and see if it worked in with the other 30 or 40 people I was working with. And there's only one CEO position. So the chance of the person down here coming into this business and actually winning the CEO position is slim to none. This position normally gets replaced by someone external who's already had plenty of years experience and has that tertiary education. So that's what, traditional business is. And this is the same with most things, defence. We've got our chief of defence. And even, I owned a restaurant for 3 years, and that was the same, too. Even though I was the owner, I was working, 2 full-time jobs for that to get that up and running. It was doing really well just as I left, and I did well selling it. But, it just doesn't quite work that way these days. How our structure works is, it's on its head, literally. We come in as what we call a virtual franchise. We pay a yearly fee of $165 to have this business. Again, I spent thousands on my restaurant, and I had ongoing costs all the time. All I do here is look after my health and share it, and pay a one-off fee to of $165 to have my virtual office and to have a head office that looks after all my product, and they bill the customer and send everything out for me. So I think that's nothing. So I'm happy for them to do all that work for me. So we come in at as a virtual franchise, and we're not there very long. We do have different levels and promotions that we work towards. Our top position is NMD, all right? But the difference between this structure here and this one is this is unlimited. So we all get that chance to get to that high position, and the only way we can do that is if we link arms with our friends and our buddies and other people that have introduced us to the business, because the only way we can grow is by helping them. It's a teach-to-teach business. So they help us, we help them, and each time we get a promotion, we're helping each other grow the business. And I've had 5 promotions since being in this business, and I've had a pay rise every single month, which is just incredible. So you literally get paid for your worth. So whatever you put in, the more you put in, the more it'll grow. If you're happy, lots of people come into this business for different reasons. It might be just because they fall in love with the program and the product and they want it a bit cheaper. They might want to pay off their credit card. They might want a travel fund. For me, it was my vehicle to leave my full-time job and be at home with my children. I think when we do suggest a business, people get a little bit worried, I don't know enough people. Of course, we don't have to go and find parties and do parties and deliver and things like that. We don't need to know many people. when I came into the business, it was just me and the girl that I found the opportunity with. I didn't even know. So she showed me, you know, a few basic things for me to start my business. And that was literally help me share it and find a few customers that would, you know, want to feel better, look better, and or maybe get a bit more income. And a few of them quickly turned into team. So this person might have wanted that vehicle to leave their job. This one might have just wanted their product a bit cheaper. This one might have just to pay for their shopping without worrying about it. So let's say that was Kat, Lynn's case. All right. And then I just showed them the same thing, helped them find a few customers, and then they too went and found some team each, and they just did what I taught them to do, teach to teach. Catherine went and taught Michelle, who introduced Adam, who introduced Zoe. All right. And all I knew at the beginning was these first 3 girls. Since then, of course, I've gone off and I've shared it with a few more people, and these guys have gone off and they've kept on sharing, and this is what we call the popcorn effect. So, you know, you pop it on the heat and, you know, organically it starts popping away, and even when you take it off the heat, it still keeps popping away. You know, all I did was go and share it with these couple of girls, and you know, made sure I was duplicatable and was able to teach it to them. So that's literally those couple of questions that I know a lot of people do come to us with. And now I'm just going to find our 2 gorgeous girls so they can share where they're up to. So I'm just going to find, there's Mel. So Mel, I'm going to spotlight you. So just remind, the questions were, where were you when Juice Plus came into your life? What are you looking forward to with the results, and why are you excited about the business? Okay, so I'm just going to spotlight you and take it away.
Thanks, Jana. Juice Plus came into my life through a mother's group, Midnight Mums, and I was just looking at one of the questions, I think I also put my own question up, just about home businesses. And then Jana, you sent me a message, and I watched a recording that you'd sent me, and it was Adam and Kira. And Kira's story kind of really resonated with me, that she was kind of a bit shy and was like, not sure. And I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go, because if I can stay at home with my kids and earn a little bit more money, that'd be really awesome. But I'm also excited because I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to help others with their health and help me with my health and help my kids just be able to like bridge a gap. They're pretty good with their fruit and veggies, but they could definitely do more, and I could definitely do more. And also I need more energy with all my kids. And yeah.
Awesome. That's great. All right. Well done. That's your second one. So you've done an awesome thing. It's quite daunting jumping on and sharing. So well done, hun. All right. I'm just
Thank you.
Hi, Maddie, as well. Maddie, I'm going to spotlight you. So where were you when Juice Plus came into your life? What results are you looking forward to with the program and the product, and why is it that you want to share it? There you go.
Thanks, Jana. I came across the product through Beth, and she had been talking to her mate Casey, and Beth shared with me Casey's results and how she was finding the product, and Beth kept talking about it and talking about it, and I kept listening and asking questions, and then Beth got on the product, and it sounded fantastic, like all the information that was online and what Beth had found out from Casey, and it just seems like a really good idea to do. My family and I eat reasonably well, like we all have fruit and vegetables, but we don't nearly have as much as what we should, but like the variety, more than anything. And this seems to help fix that problem, like being a busy mum of 2 as well, like I don't always have the time of the day to cook a meal that has all those fruits and veggies, and I've got a 3-year-old who eats 1 vegetable. She only eats corn. She eats chicken nuggets, fried rice, and about 4 fruits. So for her mood swings, just health and nutrition, being a happy girl, helping her learn more, I thought it would really help out there. And I do plan to go back to work, but if I can help reduce my hours a little bit and then, enjoy life and not have to worry about pay packet to pay packet and go on a holiday or something like that, then it's perfect.
Awesome. Well done, legend. So like I said, it's different for everybody for what reasons they come into this business, which I love. It's such a rewarding thing to come in. I had one mum that came in and she was just struggling to buy nappies and her groceries, and what she's grown since then. Honestly, she's had a couple of holidays. She's just got, she gets her car next week now, not this week, but she's got a new car. And she doesn't have to worry about that, week to week thing, because she was really stressing about how, she had 3 boys, 2 of them were nappies at the stage, and she just, was struggling. And then there's other people that come in and, it's different for everybody. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't even considering that I could be a stay-at-home mum when this opportunity came up. So I'm totally blessed, that I found the opportunity, and, skeptic as I was, and I asked all my questions. I'm so glad I gave it a go, even if it was just really to cover my product at the beginning. So another thing we just like to touch on before I get a couple more girls to share is how we get paid. So we get paid 3 ways in the business. We build up what we call a residual bank check that hits our bank account every month, with profit from our retail sales, and we also get commission. So that sort of builds up there. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. And because this business is predominantly mummies, and we do tend to put ourselves to last, especially once we are mummies, even when we are just females, we tend to. We like to make sure that our team uses the bonuses for a little bit for themselves, so treat themselves to go and get their hair done or their nails done, or just go and do a little bit of shopping, because we do tend to put ourselves to last and miss out. So it's so rewarding just watching, the girls get excited to go have their nails done or whatever, which is really lovely. I might need to stop biting my nails to be able to do that. So like I said, we come in as a virtual franchise. All right, and very quickly someone's helping us and mentoring us to help us grow our business, and we've gone, and most of our team sort of start past this position and they're DVF before they even start. So they've shared it with a few people. So the first big promotion is what we call Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Don't worry about the names too much. And because we are a teach-to-teach business, you get that $400 bonus, but so does your teacher. All right, and I love this because our Australian business plan is just amazing. I'm not sure the other countries are slightly different, but ours is wonderful in that it is a teach-to-teach business, and we both get those bonuses because you too also become the teacher. So as you teach other people to come up, you're getting those teacher bonuses, which I think is amazing. So by then you've sort of shared it with one person and you're, loving it. You're enjoying mentoring and helping somebody else kick some really big goals in their life. And you probably very easily after that, because you are all excited and enjoying it, you probably find a couple more people and you'll be looking at sales coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. And we've got a new SCBF who is actually chasing SC really quickly because she's had such an amazing start. So I'm going to spotlight Beck. Beck's only been in the business for 3 weeks. She's got 3 teamies. She's got quite a good, great customer base already behind her. So she's going to share her story. So Beck, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you come? It doesn't have to be about product. You might be just want to share about your girls, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Making me blush.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Jana. No, that's okay. So how Juice Plus came into my life is I'm ex-military. So Casey being ex-military too, I was actually in the Navy with her. So I knew, obviously I haven't heard her story, well, some girls haven't heard her story on here, but she suffered from rheumatoid arthritis. And I knew how bad that was when I was in the Defence Force with her. So lately, the last month, so 2 months ago, I was actually seeing her post on Facebook and seeing her amazing results and seeing how good she was feeling and, going from there. So I got in contact with her again And here I am. I've joined up to the business. I've now been on Juice Plus for the last 3 weeks, and had obviously, like what Jana said, had an amazing start. I've just had all my family and friends, and my friends are just all loving it and wanting to get on board. So here's Maddie, and here's Zoe, and here's Jodie. I guess I'm just very lucky that they're wanting to look after their health. To me, health is very important. I'm a nurse myself. So to me, I see the product as it's just makes sense to me. And I love the whole part that I can educate people with health. And I'm not a big pill popper person. I hate popping Panadol myself. So for me, even though I'm popping pills every morning, but at least I know it's goodness. And to me, it's like pure gold going into your body. And that pure gold fuels your body and you get results from it. So why not share that, and why not get as many people as you can on board with it? And I'm so grateful these girls are on board, and I really hope they have a great journey as well, and an epic start. And I'm sure they will, with us all being teamies, and we can just go from there, I guess. And I'm hoping for business side of things. I want to go back to work. I'm still on maternity leave with my little boy. I have 2 kids, and my partner's FIFO. So this is another reason why I actually looked for the product, is because energy-wise, I was struggling a fair bit. And but I want to go back to work. I need to go back to work for myself and for my skills. But business-wise, I hope that I can, because I'm not always guaranteed shifts. So having this by my side would be excellent. And if I can maybe just do nursing on the side as well. That's one thing I know I don't want to leave, but yeah, we'll see where this journey takes me. And I'm just glad that I'm here and I've got everyone's support behind me as well. So thanks, Jana. Thanks for letting me share.
You're welcome. You're amazing. And I guess we do get a lot of defence and FIFO families because they want to bring their partners home. For us mums, we want to be at home with our children too, but hubbies quite often do miss out on a lot of those things. So this opportunity can literally be as big as you want it to be. And if it can bring, a parent home to their child, or both of them, well, that's a mate. That's just, amazing. I guess from there, by then you are becoming your own little leader. You've got your little tribe growing beneath you, and they're growing their own little tribes below them as well, because you're duplicatable. And again, just teach to teach. And we'll be looking at sales coordinator, senior sales coordinator, and that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And I've also got a very new mum that's going to share her story today. She's amazing. She's defence, and she's got, she's in her arms. She's got a 1 week, not even 1 week old in her arms, but she's going to share her amazing story because she's a legend. So I'm just going to spotlight her. So for you, Lynn's Juice Plus, where were you when it came into your life? Share a bit about your amazing story so far and what you're looking forward to.
Cool. So, yeah, this is Chelsea. This is baby number 3. She's 10 days old, actually, Jana, so she's a big girl now. Juice Plus first came into my world February last year, and from Jana, because I'm military as well, and I worked with Jana down at Cerberus, and we also went to primary school together many years ago. So when she started talking about how fantastic she felt, just like the movie When Harry Met Sally, I needed to have what she was having. So I got on board, and as soon as I found out that there was a business and I could get the product cheaper, I suffer hugely from FOMO, so I had to get on board that too. So I had no idea what I was doing or why I was doing it. I just thought I had to do it. I was on maternity leave at the time, so that was February. I know I went back to work in June last year full time while my hubby was away at sea, so because he's Navy as well. And in that period, I really realised what the business could be. And I'm a mother of 3, and I missed out on a lot with my older boy who's 14. I missed out on a lot with him growing up, and with my other daughter who's 2, and then this one coming along, I had a realisation that I didn't want to go through that again and miss out on all those special moments that I did with my boy. And So I realised that this, like Jana said, could be the vehicle for me to have a different way of life and still maintain that quality of life that we've had so lucky in the defence with the pay rate that we receive, but unfortunately with a bit of sacrifice. So I went for it, and since then I've got a gorgeous team of mamas, just so happen to be mamas, and you know, we're all working towards the same sort of thing. We all want to be good examples for our family, health-wise, wealth-wise. You know, we all want to be part of a community. We want to help and inspire others to do the same sort of thing, and that's what's happening. So when I went on maternity leave the week before Easter this year for this little one who came early as well, all my kids come early, lucky me, that's it. I'm not going back to the defence. I'm not going back to the Navy as much as I've enjoyed my nearly 12 years. That's it for me. I've had enough now. It's time for a new chapter, and Juice Plus is my new chapter, and it's so exciting. Chelsea's excited, clearly. It's so exciting to know that I'm not going to miss out on any more, and especially with this little rascal here, it's so exciting to know that I will be there for all those moments, and that I've found such an amazing company that will support me to do that. So yeah, that's my little story, I guess.
Thanks, Linz. We're all just having another little look at the baby before you get off the screen. And I get to hold her in 2.5 more weeks, I think it is. So what Linz isn't saying also is that we're all heading off to conference about Juice Plus in 2.5 more weeks in Queensland. A few of us are, and she's bringing Chelsea with her. So I'm going to be holding her and maybe give her back sometimes, maybe just a feed, and then maybe then I'll have her the rest. But that's, you know, this is what, you know, we get to do is work with our kids, work in stolen moments around our kids. Which is great. I've got a lot of team now, or that aren't even necessarily family, but are travellers. So because we only need Wi-Fi and a smartphone, you can do this anywhere. You can do this on the other side of the world. You can do this travelling in your caravan. It can, you know, it is an amazing way of doing business. Next position is what we call QNMD. That's where I'm working on at the moment, which is $1,500 bonus for me and a $1,500 bonus for my teacher. And then that pinnacle position, which is NMD, and that's a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning too much money. And you're on about $80,000 to $120,000 a year. And that's huge. And you know what? I started this while I was working full time and did it in literally stolen moments, about 5 hours a week, when I could log on onto events like these and train, you know, listening to different things while I was driving the car. And self-development was massive. What we've learned about ourselves through this process, and the community and the friendships that we've made has been probably tenfold, you know, the biggest thing. But obviously the time with your family is the biggest blessing of all. So that's literally us in a nutshell. That's our program, that's our product, that's our business. Well done to the two girls for launching their businesses tonight. Thank you so much for all our visitors. I hope we got all your questions answered for you. If we didn't, please make sure you reach out to her if I invited you tonight and get those those last questions answered. And otherwise we might see you again soon. So thanks so much, and good night.